from Westbury High School Gymnasium here in Elliottsburg, Pennsylvania. We got Westbury Girls Volleyball in action today as the Westbury Lady Mustangs take on the Shippensburg Greyhounds here in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. These two teams are ranked at the bottom of the division. Both teams coming in with 3 wins on the year. And Westbury come with a record of 3 wins and 10 losses. They are 0-10 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Shippensburg comes in this game with an overall record of 3 wins and 11 losses, with a 1-9 record here in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Here's Brent Anderson now, our public address announcer, with our starting lineups.
Westbury also takes pride in sportsmanship and willing to want spectators to cheer positively. Let the referees grab and the players play. Now let's introduce the starting lineups. Starting for Shippensburg. She's a sophomore, playing center number 10, Maggie Yeager. A sophomore playing outside, number 3, Shelby Edwards. A junior playing middle, number 22, Brianne Dotson. A sophomore playing right side, number 9, Emily Erskine. A senior playing outside, number 15, Leah Ward. A junior playing middle, number 5, Alyssa Turn. And a junior playing there, number 21, Maggie Cooper. The Greyhounds are coached by John Clancy and Billy Allen. And now, we're taking the boys for the home team starting lineup. Opening pass for Westbury, we have a freshman playing middle, number 30, Austin Wolf. She's a freshman playing middle, number 8, Brooklyn Wolf. She's a sophomore, she plays outside, she wears number 7, Christina Eshelbeck. She's a junior playing libero, number 5, Dylan Nicely. She's a sophomore playing opposite, number 2, Jocelyn Serby. She's a senior playing center, number 11, Hannah Kiefer. And she's a senior, she plays outside, she wears number 14, Lexi Straw. Let's thank the third quarterback, Andrew Baker. Tonight's assigned together late officials are Ken Marshall and Larry Rock.
We are back here at Westbury High School Gymnasium. Mustang Gymnasium here in beautiful Westbury High School and beautiful Elliottsburg, Pennsylvania. Westbury is coming off a tough loss this past Thursday up at Westbury Middle School. A score of 3-0 against the Gettysburg Warriors. And the big storyline for Westbury is this. They are 0-10 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division, but what's worse than that, ladies and gentlemen, is that West Perry, through those 10 games in that division, they are 0 for 30 in sets in those games. West Perry has yet to win a single set in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division game. You heard the starting lines from our Broadway dress announcer, Brent Anderson. As we are getting set, ready to go here. Shippensburg is going to get the first serve. As it's going to be number 10, Maggie Yeager, to deliver the serve. And we are underway here in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Second to last home game for the Mustangs this season. And we got first point of the game. It's going to go towards the Mustangs. The double touch was called on the Greyhounds. And serving it first for West Perry, it will be one of two seniors, Hannah Kintner. Get her a strong serve, one of the strongest serves on the team, if not the strongest. And this ball set up by Nicely and set up by Eshelman. And down Nicely, a sideways serve over there. And that ball's got to go way out. Strong power for Eliza Turn, excuse me. And it's got to be 2-0 for the Mustangs here early on. Here's Kintner again with her second serve. Not a strong serve that time, saved by Turn. And ball up in the air by Nicely, and getting it over is Austin Wolf. All three Wolves are stars here for the Mustangs here today. Eshelman shot gets saved by Shelby Heberle. And Eshelman, a strong shot, saved up by Lenny Gilbert. A spectacular save there for Lexi Straub, the other senior for West Perry. And that ball land on the side net, and the Mustangs are going to get the point. I don't think that ball was necessarily blocked by Austin Wolf. And here comes Hannah Kintner for her third serve already. Another strong serve, and a great save there for Shippensburg. That's Lady Gilbert. And that ball goes right to the net. 4-0 lead here for the Mustangs. We have seen something similar to this in the last home game against Gettysburg. West Perry having a big lead early on. And that ball tips the net and not handled by Gilbert. It's an ace for Hannah Kintner. Back-to-back aces actually for Kintner, and makes it 5-0. Kintner, another strong serve, and that will stay in. 3 straight aces for Hannah Kintner. That ball was laid off by Gilbert and number 5, Alyssa Turn. And the Greyhounds are going to take a timeout down by 6. Oh my goodness, what a start here for the Mustangs here at home. This is the second to last home game of the year for West Perry. Next Tuesday, I believe. Either next Tuesday or next Wednesday, they will be at home for the final time. It will be senior night against James Buchanan. And this is night 2 of a very long week here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. We thank everyone for tuning in at home. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. Here for this Mid-Penn Colonial Division showdown between the Mustangs and the Greyhounds. West Perry is looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. They are 0-10. The rest of their schedule, they don't have 3 games left in the year after tonight. They'll be at Waynesboro on Thursday. Then next Tuesday they'll be at Greencastle Antrim, and next Wednesday night will be senior night against James Buchanan. That ball not handled well by Gilbert, and trying to keep that was turned, and 4 straight aces for Hannah Kintner, the senior. Having the serving game of her life right now. 7 straight points to start this game. Here's Kintner again, another strong serve, and that will stay inside. My goodness. Strong power And it looked like that could have gone either way, but it lands just in front of the line for 5 aces in a row for Hannah Kittner. Can she keep it going? Kittner again with a strong serve. And nice formation there for Shippensburg that time. Ace will not be counted this time. In fact, Dylan nicely could not find the ball sooner, as that's a point for Brianna Rotz. Brianna Rotz getting Shippensburg on the scoreboard for the first time. And serving up, here's Heberleg. Saved up by Lexi Straub. Set up by Hannah Kittner. Here's Austin Wolf, and that ball gets blocked. But it still gets over to the Shippensburg side. And Hannah Kittner and Dylan nicely could not keep it up. Back-to-back points here for the Greyhounds. Here's Shelby Heberleg again. Second serve. Heberleg. Saved up by Taylor Wolf. Dylan nicely getting it back over. This could be an opportunity for the Greyhounds. And great dig there for Dylan nicely. But here come the Greyhounds now. 3 straight points. After finally putting a stop on a serving game from Hannah Kittner. Actually, Straub right to the net. Under the net, in fact. And now this Let's Prairie lead was 8-0 at one point. Now it's cut in half to 8-4. Here's Heberleg again. Right to Austin Wolf. And a great shot for number 22, Brianne Rotz. 5 straight points here for the Greyhounds. West Prairie head coach Brad Dimmer might be wanting to think about taking a timeout right now after having a huge lead, and they're almost giving it back. And that shot too strong for Hannah Kittner. And it goes outside for a Greyhound point. Yeah, I would start thinking about, I would take a timeout right here if I was head coach Brad Dimmer. But hey, I'm not the coach. So here's Heberleg again. Saved up by Straub, set up by Kittner. Over here to Eshelman. And the run finally stops here for the Greyhounds. As number 9, Emily Erskine, could not pick it up. And so substitution here for the Mustangs. Here is Sadie Innerst. Sadie Innerst serve it up here for the Mustangs. Innerst, not a strong serve. Easy save for turn. And that ball goes way out. Strong and power from Erskine. Ball goes out for West Prairie point. Here's Innerst again. And right down the middle. Saved up by Heberleg. Ball goes over. Set by Kittner. It actually went over, and a net violation called on Hannah Kittner. Point here for the Greyhounds. If you haven't figured it out already, I forgot to mention this earlier. West Prairie's in the white, Shippensburg's in the maroon red. And here's a serve for Lainey Gilbert. And Lexi Straub, big time power, nice save for Leah Rohr. First time mentioning her name in the game. Here's set up by Kittner. And that ball goes right into the net for Taylor Wolf. Here's Gilbert again with the serve. Nice serve, and this is Doe Nicely got to get back over. No, she will not. And now it's a 1-point lead for the Mustangs, 10-9. Here comes Gilbert, trying to tie this game up. And now a strong serve, saved by Inner, set up by Kittner. And Wolf could not find the net again, and so a great run here for the Greyhounds. They were down by 8 early on. Now a 10-2 run to tie things up at 10 apiece. And West Prairie head coach Brad Dimmer finally takes the timeout here. Tied at 10 apiece. What is going on here in this game right now? We had a huge lead for West Prairie. Now here come the Greyhounds on a 10-2 run. And now we are tied here at 10 apiece. Oh my goodness, what a turnaround here for the Greyhounds. We're just getting started here in the first set. This is the second meeting between the two teams so far this season. Back on September 15th at Shippensburg, the Greyhounds were victorious in 3 sets to 0. And Shippensburg is currently on a 6-game losing streak. That was a surprise for Shippensburg. They started off the year going 3-1, winning 3 of their first 4 games. Or actually, no, they actually lost 6 straight ever since going 3-1, but they started off the year 0-4. And Gilbert serves, goes right into the net for West Prairie point. Now here is the libero doing nicely for West Prairie to serve it. Sit there for Heberlake. And a block, hang on to the ball was actually number 8, Brooklyn Wolf, tied at 11. Now serving is Emily Erskine. Nice big crowd here for girls volleyball here tonight. A few Shippensburg fans and inners could not hang on, and now the Greyhounds have their first lead of the game, 12-11. Here comes Erskine again. Can you serve it? Strong serve, saved up by Nicely. And nobody was there in front of the net, on the side of the net. And back-to-back points for the Greyhounds. Erskine with her 3rd consecutive serve. Goes off the top of the net, and it was deflected. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, they said the ball was tipped by Brooklyn Wolf. And that is a point for the Greyhounds. Oh my goodness. It did sound like it went off the top of the net, but I didn't think it was, I don't know. But here's Erskine now, and that serve goes too strong past the line for West Prairie point. 14-12 now. Here's Jocelyn Serby. Jocelyn Serby to come in for number 26, Taylor Wolf. Serby, strong serve. Nice save for Gilbert. And Gilbert gets it back over. Saved up by Innerst. Kittner just lays it over. And still alive. And the Greyhounds get it back over. That ball was deflected. Nice save there for the Mustangs. Big rally here. Here's Lexi Straub. Nice save for Heberlake. There's Kittner and Lexi Straub, and that goes right through the blocking efforts of Alyssa Turn and Maggie Yeager. Back to a 1-point lead for the Greyhounds. Here's Serby again, back-to-back serves. And Gilbert had to get down low a little bit to save it. There's Lexi Straub again. That ball was deflected by Turn. Here is Turn. Strong shot. Not a chance for Dylan Nosley. Back to a 2-point lead for the Greyhounds. Good first set here for both teams. Big lead early for the Mustangs. But here come the Greyhounds down. That serve was for Leah Rohr. And again, Alyssa Turn goes right through the hands of Brooklyn Wolf. Now the Greyhounds with a 3-point lead. Here's Leah Rohr again. Nicely getting back up, and Lexi Straub could not get back over. Now it's the largest lead of the game for the Greyhounds. 17-13, 4-point lead here. See, Leah Rohr can keep it going. Lexi Straub had to get down. And here is Wolf, Brooklyn Wolf. Strong shot gets blocked by Hannah Kittner. And 17-14 now. Lexi Straub with the serve. Strong serve. That stays up. And get it back over as Heberlich. Saved by nicely. Here's Eshelman. Eshelman just misses it there. Kept her eye on the ball, and the ball went off the side of her hand. We've seen that a couple of times in the junior varsity game earlier today. And now serve is Mackenzie Smith. Or excuse me, no, that's Alyssa Turn. My mistake. And Eshelman, that ball got tipped by Brianna Rotz, but it stayed on the Shippensburg side, down the net, in fact. And it's a point for the Mustangs. Now serving is Brooklyn Wolf, and Brooklyn Wolf's serve goes into the net. Here's number 15, Leia Rohr. Or excuse me, no, that's number 10, Maggie Yeager, who just came back in. And a strong serve, now saved up by Serby. 20-15. The Greyhounds are 5 points away from taking the first set. This first set feels like it went on very quick, despite both teams each taking one timeout. Yeager, another strong serve, saved up by Brooklyn Wolf, and Eshelman save gets sought by Heberlich. Lexi Straub with that save. And that's Austin Wolf. And smart idea there for Yeager. And that ball will go out. Number 7, Christina Eshelman, wasn't sure where she was. She couldn't find it. And it's got to be a second timeout here in the first set for the Mustangs. 6-point lead for the Greyhounds, the largest lead of the game so far for the Greyhounds. And officially, this is night number 2 of Ladies Week here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We have 5 broadcasts this week. It all started last night with West Prairie girls soccer against Big Spring. And I have to make a quick note that for those who watched last night's game went to overtime 0-0 after 80 minutes of regulation. Then the game went to overtime, and West Prairie got the 1-0 victory last night against Big Spring, but I gave it to a wrong goal scorer. Last night I said Madison Rush scored a goal, but really it was actually Susie Gleason. I got that confirmed after we went off the air last night, so I do apologize for everyone who watched last night's soccer game. I'll make a quick marker for tomorrow night's game. And that's another ace. Ace for number 10, Maggie Yeager. Shippensburg 3 points away from taking the first set. Now a strong serve, saved up by Straub. Here's Eshelman, and that shot goes too far out. 23-15 for the Greyhounds. West Prairie start this set up by 8. But here come the Greyhounds 2 points away. Here's Yeager again. Another strong serve. And that will stay outside. It was close. But out of bounds. West Prairie gets the point. Now here's Hannah Kittner. Hannah Kittner started this game on the serve. And Kittner again saved up by Gilbert. And nice block there for Austin Wolf. This could be a big point here for the Mustangs because Hannah Kittner was the first server for the Mustangs, and she had 7 consecutive aces before Shippensburg finally stopped the run. Here's Kittner finding Gilbert again. And that ball blocked again by Austin Wolf. Let's play on a bit of a run. 3 straight points. Still down by 5, though. Here's Hannah Kittner again. Kittner, strong serve. And that ball's saved. One-handed save by Straub. Eshelman, gotta be careful. She gets it over for Yeager. Nice save for Straub. And, oh my goodness, what is this call? A net foul, double touch? Net violation? I don't know what that call was, but either way, it's a point for the Greyhounds, and the Shippensburg Greyhounds are now on set point for Shelby Heberlake to serve. Heberlake serve. Saved up. Hannah Kittner. And nice shot. Just getting over by Brooklyn Wolf. And a block. Great block there for the cousins, Austin Wolf and Taylor Wolf. Still set point here for the Greyhounds. And Sadie Inners is the next server for Westbury. Inners looking to get right to the now on that serve. And that ball doesn't go over for Leah Rohr. 24-20. Westbury needs these next 4 points to force a deuce. Here's Inners again. High serve again and barely saved by Turn. And get it back over. And almost a costly mistake. And what a point for Austin Wolf. The Mustangs are making a comeback, but they still need 3 more points to keep this set going. 24-21. Here's Inners again. Her 3rd straight serve. And oh my goodness, this could be trouble. It is an ace for Sadie Inners. A 2-point lead. Substitution coming now for Shippensburg. Number 17, Peyton White, is now in for the Greyhounds. 2-point lead. Westbury needs these next 2 points. Inners again, a high serve, and oh my goodness, costly mistake. It goes out. A great run there for the Mustangs at the end. But the Greyhounds survive the first set. 25-22. Shippensburg has a 1-set lead. We are going to take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the start of the second set. You are watching Westbury Girls Volleyball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds exclusively on the Westbury Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back for set number 2. We are back here now for set number 2 at an incredible first set for both teams. Westbury was up as high as 8. As many as 8 points to start the first set. But then Shippensburg made a roaring comeback, including a 10-2 run to tie up at 10 apiece. Then at the very end of the first set, Westbury had 7 straight points to make a 2-point lead before a service error from Sadie Inners. And now is a good time for our Westbury Athletic Park trivia question of the game. When was the last time Westbury won a set in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division game? When was the last time the West Prairie Mustangs won a set in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division game? The answer is coming up after this set. Hannah Kittner is going to serve it first. Here in set number 2, 25-22, Shippensburg took the first set. As West Prairie will look to tie it up here in set number 2. Again, we thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, here for what has so far been a very exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Great first set, but let's see if West Prairie can tie things back up after 2. West Prairie so far this season has only one game that went past 3 sets. They have 3 wins on the year, all non-conference action. And all 3 of those victories were 3 sets to none. The only time where West Prairie had a 4-set game was back in game 1 against Millersburg. And Shippensburg currently on a 6-game losing streak, which is very surprising there. And Dylan Icy's got to come in before getting some things cleared up. And the scores table, Hannah Kittner patiently waiting to deliver the serve. And here we go. Set number 2, and the serve, a long-weighted serve, goes right into the net. Hannah Kittner, and the Greyhounds has got to get a point. First point here. Different story from the first set. Shippensburg is on top first. And Eshelman, nice save there for Erskine, and ball is tipped back. Number 3, Shelby Hepperlake could not keep it up. Now we're tied up 1. Here's Sadie Inners now. She had a chance at a remarkable run and getting 5 straight points before giving up a service error to give Shippensburg the victory in set 1. And Kittner kept that ball up, but not for long as Havana Heil gets the point for Shippensburg. Here's Lainey Gilbert. Oh my goodness, a different kind of way to keep the ball up there in the last second. Strong shot again. That was actually Peyton White who got the last point, and she gets it here again. Peyton White, back-to-back points. Not a chance for Sadie Inners. And here's Lainey Gilbert now. Gilbert serves goes right into the net. One thing that West Prairie definitely cannot afford to do right now is just stop. Like, yeah, you're down by 1 set. It was a tough first set, and it was very close. And this is a Shippensburg team you know you can beat, because a year ago, the Mustangs got a season sweep against the Greyhounds, including right here at home last year in 5 sets a year ago right here at West Prairie High School. And right there again is Peyton White. Who could forget last year's game between these 2 teams right here at West Prairie? Shippensburg was up by 2 sets, and then West Prairie came all the way back to win it. There's a serve here for Erskine. Strong serve, but better save by Gilbert. Here's White again, and Dylan nicely keeping the ball up. And Kittner lays it over. Here's White. Saved up by Inners, set up by Kittner. Here's Lexi Straught now. Soft shot there. Saved up by Erskine. And Kittner trying to keep that ball up, and she did for a moment, but then went down. Point here for the Greyhounds. There's Emily Erskine again. Lexi Straub, easy save for White, and great decision there for Brooklyn Wolf. And what a shot for Brooklyn Wolf. Back to a 2-point lead for the Greyhounds. Back and forth we go. Substitution coming in for both teams. See, it's number 14, Emily Bullock, coming in for Shippensburg, and coming in and making the serve for West Prairie is Jocelyn Serby. Jocelyn Serby now. And that ball was definitely short. It didn't look good as soon as the ball was released because that ball did not go up very high at all for Serby. And now here comes Peyton White. Peyton White serving, saved by Inners. Doing nicely, has to keep it up. And what a smart shot there for number 5, Alyssa Turn. Here comes White again. Long serve, saved up by Nasty, set up by Kittner. Nasty getting it back over, saved up by by Gilbert. And communication errors again. This has been an issue for West Prairie this season. The ball goes right down the middle of the pack. And the Mustangs cannot talk to each other. It's been a big issue for West Prairie this season. That ball gets blocked. And stayed up by the Mustangs. And it's blocked again. Back-to-back blocks for Alyssa Turn. And Alyssa Turn, 2 blocks pay off. 6-point lead for the Mustangs. And West Prairie head coach Brett Dibber calls the timeout. 9-3. Here in set number 2 for the Greyhounds. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching West Prairie Girls Volleyball against Shippensburg exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this West Prairie timeout. We are back here now after a West Prairie timeout. For Shippensburg, they're up by 6, and this is the first of 3 straight games in as many days this week for the Greyhounds. And Shippensburg is looking for just their 2nd win in the Mid-Penn Crawling Division. The first win was at home against West Prairie. Strong shot, that will go out. Strong shot for Alyssa Turn, and that will go out for a West Prairie point. Substitution now for the Mustangs. Christina Eshelman comes back in. And serving it now is Lexi Straub. Straub serves, set up by Gilbert. Gilbert gets it back over, barely tips the net. And Brooklyn Wolf, easy save for White. And a strong shot, oh my goodness, what a shot for Alyssa Turn. Big time power right there, and it stays in. And speaking of power, speaking of Turn, here is Alyssa Turn to serve it. And nice serve there. Lexi Straub out low, but went the wrong way. Went in the wrong direction there. And it's an ace for Alyssa Turn. Alyssa Turn, another serve. Set up by Straub this time. Set up by Kittner. Over to Christina Eshelman now. And that will stay in right on the line. Christina Eshelman with the point. Now serving it for West Prairie is Brooklyn Wolf. Wolf And double coverage there. Almost a mistake. And a big shot. Not handled by Wolf. And it's a point for Maggie Yeager. This really is a tough division, especially for West Prairie to be in. Maggie Yeager now starting it. Kittner got low, tried to get back over, but she couldn't. 8-point lead for the Greyhounds. Maggie Yeager again with the serve coming up. Maggie Yeager tried to tip the net, but bounced back. Service error on Yeager. Now coming for the Mustangs, Taylor Wolf. The three Wolves on the court right now. Austin and Brooklyn are sisters, and Taylor is a cousin. And had Kittner serve, and wait a minute. But who is this point going towards to? Is this a West Prairie point? Or no, there was no signal from either of the Flat Girls. And they're giving a point to the Greyhounds. 14-6. Here's Shelby Heberlich now with the serve. And Christina Escherman couldn't get back over. 9-point lead for the Greyhounds. The largest lead of the game for Shippensburg. We're going to take a 2-set lead. Here's Heberlich again. And that does go over the net, but it just stayed out of bounds. Now a 10-point lead for Shippensburg. What a different second set here. Shannon Kittner. And over near now to Taylor Wolf. And she has to get it back over to Nosley does it. Nice job there on defense. And, oh my goodness. Taylor Wolf just took a step back. Probably shouldn't have. And now an 11-point lead. This has been an issue for West Prairie for several occasions this season. They have a close first set, but then they lose the first set and they just fall apart. And that has been a big factor for West Prairie girls volleyball this season. That last point went to the Mustangs. Here's Sadie Innerst. And a great block there. And Shippensburg could not hang on to it. Big block for Taylor Wolf and Austin Wolf. Here's Sadie Innerst. Strong shot for White. Saved up by Nicely. That ball is tipped by Wolf. There's Lexi Straub. High shot. That goes too far out. Back to a 10-point lead for Shippensburg. As Lainey Gilbert, the libero for Shippensburg, comes back in. And Gilbert will serve it. Right to Nicely. Set up by Kittner. Over here to Lexi Straub. And Straub not deflected off the net. Goes out for a Shippensburg point. The Greyhounds won the first set in a close one, 25-22. It's a whole different story here in the second set. And that's serve from Gilbert goes out. Back and now Dylan Nicely going to serve it. Saved by Gilbert. Saved by Yeager. And a great block there for Brooklyn Wolf. Goes down for a West Prairie point. See, West Prairie can do what they tried to do in the first set, make a miraculous comeback on the serving game. They're still nicely again. Saved up by Erskine. And a strong shot for Peyton White. Now serving it is Emily Erskine. Tuesday night here at Westbury High School. Erskine with the serve. Saved up by Nicely. Set up by Kittner. And going over for Taylor Wolf. And wow, what a smart move for Alyssa Turn. Almost like a slam dunk right there. She just goes up, hangs onto it for a split second to find a wide open corner. And gives Shippensburg the point. Erskine now. Her third serve. Goes right into the net. Still a 10-point lead for the Greyhounds. As Jocelyn Survey comes in for West Perry. And number 14, Emily Bullock, is in for the Greyhounds. West Perry Mustangs 0-10 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Very tough division. But what's worse than that, ladies and gentlemen, West Perry in those 10 games in the Colonial Division. And so far here today, hasn't had a single win on a set. And that ball will go off the official here. Not handled well for Bullock. Back to a 9-point lead. It's an ace for Serby. And Serby goes over again. Got right to Shelby Hepperleg. And White has to lay it over. And nice move there for Brooklyn Wolf. 21-13 now. Back to an 8-point lead. Here's Serby again. A strong serve. Nice save for Lainey Gilbert. Straub. Easy save for White. Here comes Peyton White. And enters. Kept it up. And Dylan Lively as well. But he'll have to take a miracle shot to get back over very close to the wall. Point here for the Greyhounds. Back to a 9-point lead. Here comes power, Peyton White. Not a strong serve that time, but in an ideal spot as Sadie enters and Dylan Nosley could not cooperate. Back to a 10-point lead. See if Peyton White goes for it the same spot. This ball saved by Enners. She had that same idea, looking to see if they can get the two teammates to collide again. And that ball goes out. Strong power from White. But it stays out for a Westbury point. 9-point lead. And here comes one of two seniors, Lexi Straub, to serve it. Christina Eshelman is back in for the Mustangs. And that ball back and forth. Alyssa Turn versus Brooklyn Wolf, and Turn got the ball over the net. It's now set point for the Greyhounds. Here's Alyssa Turn down. Turn going up for Straub. And a nice save there for Serby, and it doesn't matter. That ball was knocked down by Brianna Rotz. And the Greyhounds now have a 2-set lead. They win set 2, 25-14. Domination for the Greyhounds in set number 2. The Greyhounds are going to go for a sweep, a season sweep against the Mustangs in set number 3. We'll be right back in 2 minutes for the third and potential final set here in this one. You're watching Westbury Girls Volleyball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds exclusively on the Westbury Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in 2.5 minutes for set number 3. We are back here now in the Westbury High School. About a minute away left to go before the start of the third set. As the Greyhounds have a 2-set lead here. You know, Westbury girls volleyball, ever since 2020, the Mustangs have been in the Colonial Division. And ever since 2020, since they moved to that division, they've only won 6 games in that division in the last 3 years. They're 0-10 here, and they only have one road win in that division. That was back in 2020 at Big Spring. And now it's our answer to our Westbury Athletic Power Trivia question of the game. When was the last time Westbury won a set in a Capital Colonial Division game? The answer was back on last year, October 7th, 2021. Just over a year ago, in fact. It was at Shippensburg. And the Mustangs were victorious in that one, 3-2 at Shippensburg last year. Mustangs wanted to get a season sweep a year ago, but now here come the Greyhounds here in set number 3, and we are underway here. Shippensburg looking for a season sweep. And Westbury, as of right now, is 0 for 32 on sets in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. First point for the Greyhounds. The biggest run that Westbury had so far in this game was at the very beginning of the game, when they were up by 8 straight points to open the game. And here's an ace. The Greyhounds are looking to snap a 6-game losing streak. Back-to-back aces for Maggie Yeager. Can she make it 3 in a row? Here again with a strong serve. Saved up by nicely. Christina Escherman getting it back over. Saved up by Turn. That ball goes right through the blocking efforts of Hannah Kittner. And that point will go to Shelby Hepperleg, her first point of the game. And Yeager serves goes right to the net. And she's like, whoops. That's pretty much what you just said. Maggie Yeager say, whoops, that was nowhere close. It's like, oh well, we're still up by 2. Here's Hannah Kittner now. Hannah Kittner, her serve goes right off the side for a Shippensburg point. Westbury only has 3 games left after tonight. They will be at Waynesboro on Thursday. Then on next Tuesday, they will be at Greencastle Antrim. And then their last game of the year will be next Wednesday for senior night against James Buchanan. That's the remaining schedule for Westbury girls volleyball. They will end it at home next Wednesday. And that ball! Tossed out by Austin Wolf. Could not be handled by Brianna Rotz. 4-2. And now coming in for Westbury, number 1, McKenna Jones. We have seen her come to the game this past Thursday against Gaysburg in the third set. So McKenna Jones is now in. And that ball will stay in. Shippensburg all fired up for that point from Brianna Rotz. Wow, what a shot right at the back of the line. And here's Lainey Gilbert now. Gilbert saved up by doing nicely. And nobody was there on the corner of the net. And it's an ace for Gilbert. Here's Gilbert again. Saved up by nicely. And that ball, trying to get back over net, was doing nicely, but bounced back for a Shippensburg point. Gilbert again. Saved up by nicely again. Set up by Kittner. Lexi Straub now. Almost trouble there for Heberlich and Gilbert. I say for it nicely. Getting back over across the red sticks, and that is good for the Mustangs. Actually, Straub, easy save for Yeager. Yeah, strong shot from Alyssa Turn goes right into the net. That's a great point. That ball saved up. White with the shot. And here is a point here for Lexi Straub. That's the first point that Westbury has actually earned here in this set. The other 3 points were based off a service error. And here's doing nicely now. Nicely with the serve. And not handled well by Erskine. And Erskine is able to get it back over. Nicely, another strong shot. Popped in the air by Yeager. And we got a double touch called. Seven 5 here for Shippensburg. Here's doing nicely again. That ball was kept in by White. And wide open again. Nobody around that corner, and it's an easy point for a lesser turn. Here now is Emily Erskine serving it for Shippensburg. And we have a point here. Double touch called on Hannah Kittner. Greyhounds up to a 4-point lead again. Here comes Erskine. Saved up by Straub, set up by Kittner. Back to Straub. Strong serve. Strong shot saved up by Erskine. Here's Straub again. Again saved up by Erskine. Long shot kept in by Jones. Alexi Straub, that ball gets blocked. Great block there for Turn. And Turn, a strong shot saved up by McKenna Jones. Oh my goodness, she took a shot and managed to keep it up. And that ball will go out. Big rally there, and the point goes towards the Mustangs. Big rally there, and West Bay gets the result. Serve there from Serby, who just came in. Saved up by Jones. Set up by Kittner. Over to Lexi Straub. Saved up by Gilbert easily. And almost a backwards pass. That's got to be 4 touches on the Greyhounds. Here's Jocelyn Serby again. Very strong serve. And that ball was not deflected. Let's see who's this guy go to. It went out of bounds, and it looked like from up here that ball wasn't tipped by Hannah Kittner. And I think they're saying this is now a point for the Greyhounds. Oh my goodness. Brad Denver just gave the ball pretty much to Shippensburg. Oh my goodness. Flat girl for on this side is Dylan Etter. And the other flat girl on the other side is Raina Thomas. That serve goes right into the net for West Prairie Point. Yeah, I think that wasn't a smart move there by Brad Demmer. I mean, he had a ball, and they were about to discuss who was going to get this point. But Brad Demmer just gave the ball over to Shippensburg, and that's when the referee said, it's like, okay, it's a Shippensburg point. Your coach is giving it to them. So, yeah, I don't know if that was a Smart move there by Brad Dipper. But anyway, it's a 2-point lead here for the Mustangs and almost got back to a 3-point lead, or excuse me, 2-point lead for the Greyhounds. My mistake. And Kittner, and we got a net violation. Call on the Greyhounds. Back to a 1-point lead, 10-9. Rob serve, saved up by Gilbert. And that shot getting down for Serby. And Brooklyn Wolf couldn't keep it up high enough. Back to a 2-point lead. Now serving it is Alyssa Turn for Shippensburg. Here's Christina Escherman. Her shot goes right into the net. Turn here again. That's a point for the Mustangs. Saved up by Kittner. Over to Esserman. Easy save for Yeager. Strong shot. Big rally here for both teams. Esserman with a strong shot. Saved up by Turn. And the ball saved up by Serby again. Back and forth we go. We got a big rally here, ladies and gentlemen. Again saved up by Serby. Saved up by Kittner. Here's Esserman with a strong serve. And it's a point for the Mustangs. Big points, big rallies here for the Mustangs, but still 1-point lead for Shippensburg. Brooklyn Wolf again with a strong serve and laid off by Emily Bullock. And now we are tied at 12 apiece. Oh my goodness, what a turnaround here. Escherman again with the serve. This time stayed up by Bullock. And a fist over there. And Wolf with the right idea. Gilbert saved it. And that ball goes way out line for Alyssa Turner, and the Mustangs have their first lead ever since being up by 8 in the first set. Oh my goodness. West Prairie now up by 1. Strong serve again for Brooklyn Wolf. Not handled by Gilbert. Now a 2-point lead for West Perry. Stay Brooklyn Wolf can't do it again. Austin Wolf's sister. And again a strong serve saved up by Turn this time. Gilbert has to get it back over. Serby saving it. And here is, that was Austin Wolf and blocked. Rihanna Rotz trying to get over, but blocked by Austin Wolf. And now the Greyhounds are going to take a timeout down by 3. West Prairie, remember last year, this was at Shippensburg. The last time that West Prairie won a set in a Mid-Penn Canoeing Division game was at Shippensburg back just over a year ago on October 7, 2021. And the Mustangs were down by 2 sets, just like they are now. And the Mustangs came back in the next 3 sets to win 3-2 in 5 sets. So is that what West Prairie is going to go for here? Just taking the third set here will be a major victory for the Mustangs. As of right now, they are 0-32 in a set. In all sets in a Mid-Penn Canoeing Division game. Every single result so far in 10 divisional games for West Prairie has resulted in a 3-0 loss. But here, West Prairie up by 3. And here's Brooklyn Wolf again. Wolf serving it. And that ball could have went out, but kept in by Emily Bullock. And that ball always got to stay in. It was laid off by Brooklyn Wolf. Now a 2-point lead for West Perry. Now serving it for Shippensburg. Maggie Yeager. She has that big time power. West Perry has to be ready for it. And nice save for Lexi Straub. Kittner trying to keep that across right at the scores table. Back to a 1-point lead. West Perry is just not used to this kind of power that Maggie Yeager has on the serve. Again, strong serve. Saved up by Nicely this time. Christina Escherman gets it back over. Saved up by Gilbert. And a shot. That ball gets deflected by Serby. And it's a point for Emily Erskine. And we are now tied at 15. Big set here. And here comes Maggie Yeager again. Shippensburg trying to retake the lead here in an important third set. And that ball goes back over, kept in. Serby keeps it out, set up by Kintner, and Esterman lays it over, but goes way out. And the Greyhounds retake the lead. It's always trouble for the Mustangs when Maggie Yeager is serving. And here she is again. 4th straight serve for Yeager. And that ball too high. And it was tipped by Jocelyn Serby. Back-to-back aces for Yeager. Yeager a high serve this time. Easy save for the Mustangs. Escherman, and oh my goodness, Shippensburg had some communication errors right there. Back to a 1-point lead. 17-16. Now substitution for the Mustangs as Taylor Wolf is back in. And now serving it is Hannah Kintner. She had a strong serving game to start, but not so much ever since. And that serve is short. Goes right to Leah Rohr. And now we are tied at 17 apiece. Good serve there for Kintner. An ace. Can she do it again? Kintner, strong serve, goes off the net. And back over to the Shippensburg side. Easy save there. Set up by Nicely Escherman. Keep it up is Gilbert, and the Mustangs retake the lead. 18-17. Here's Hannah Kintner again. Can she keep it going? Kintner, strong serve, saved by Gilbert. Set up by Yeager. And back over. Nice save there for Kintner. Gotta get back over. And just tossing it back over. Kintner, out block. Great save by Wolf. And, a point net violation called on Taylor Wolf. Now we are tied at 18 again. Gotta fix the scoreboard here of West Prairie. It says 19-17, but Ray, we should be tied at 18. That point will go to the Greyhounds, so now 19-18. And now they have the scoreboard fixed up. Shippensburg retakes the lead. And now discussion at the scores table. And had a discussion there. See how many timeouts Westbury had, and this will be their next timeout here in set number 3. 19-18, a tight third set here for the West Point Mustangs against the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds are looking for a sweep here today and to complete a season sweep in 2 games. Next time out for both teams, West Prairie will be at Waynesboro on Thursday. And then for Shippensburg, for tonight is Shippensburg's first of 3 straight games in as many days, as the Greyhounds will be at Mechanicsburg tomorrow at 6 o'clock before returning home on Thursday to take on Gettysburg. Back here after the West Prairie timeout. And here's Leia Rohr with the serve. A strong shot there for Taylor Wolf. And oh my goodness, that ball was just laid up in the air by Austin Wolf. Shippensburg didn't think that ball was going to go over, and it does, and it actually falls. Now tied at 19, both teams with a substitution. And here comes McKenna Jones with her first serve here today. Also coming in for Shippensburg is Shelby Heberle. McKenna Jones, a freshman for the Mustangs. Getting the serve here. Strong serve game we saw from her this past Thursday. And that will go out. Goes off the sticks, and it's an ace for McKenna Jones. A big point for the Mustangs. Now up by 1, 20-19. Here comes Jones again. That ball will go over by Turn. And Wolf saved up again by Heberle. And Payne White with the strong shot, and it goes out. Let's play with a 2-point lead, needing 4 points to get a set win here. Here comes McKenna Jones again. We actually have a timeout here. It's I don't know what that was, but here comes Jones again with the serve. That's a nice low serve. Here's White. Ball was deflected. We got a whistle blown, and a point for Shippensburg. I don't know what that signal is. The officials point 2, and then they point 6. I don't know what that call is, but it's a point for the Greyhounds. Just Barrett getting it over. And oh my goodness, that ball, Hannah Kittner thought about keeping her hands down, but it's a point for the Greyhounds. Now tied at 21. Big set here for both teams. Here's Lainey Gilbert again with the serve. Saved up by Jones. Set up by Nicely. Over to Lexi Straub. Strong serve. Saved by Jones. Here's Lexi Straub again. Keep it inside the mark. And see if Shippensburg can keep it over. They will. And Alyssa Turn gets it back over. And here's Wolf. And Austin Wolf with the point. 22-21 Mustangs, trying to keep this game going. Now coming in is Brooklyn Wolf, and serving it is Dylan Nicely. Nicely, a short serve, great save for Erskine. Here's Kinder over to Lexi Straub, and saved up by Gilbert. Set up by Yeager. Payne White just lays it over. Easy save for Jones. Set up by Kittner. Dylan Nicely has to get it back over. She does. Saved by Yeager. And that ball over by Erskine. There's Lexi Straub. And that ball was blocked. Alyssa Turn with the big time block. Now tied at 22. And here's Erskine now with the serve. Big serve here for the Greyhounds. And an ace for Erskine. McKenna Jones could not catch up to it. And now West Prairie knows they're in a crucial spot. And Brad Dittmer is going to take his final timeout here in the third set. What a set here, ladies and gentlemen. 23-22. The Greyhounds won the first two sets by a score of 25-22 and 25-14. And now here are the Mustangs. They had 22 points in the first set, trying to make a miraculous comeback in the first set after being down by as many as 8. But now the Mustangs down by 1. 23-22 for the Greyhounds. We thank you to everyone watching at home on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. A big third set here. West Prairie needs to keep it going to keep this game alive. Shippensburg looking for a sweep. And that ball is saved up by nicely. Got to get back over Straub, and she does. A strong shot for Alyssa Turn. And it is now game point for the Greyhounds. Emily Erskine trying to finish it off. Erskine, high shot, saved up by Nasty. And that ball's deflected, and it's a point for Taylor Wolf. 1 point lead for Shippensburg. West Prairie needs this point. West Prairie needs this point to force a deuce. Remember, you have to win by 2. And here's Jocelyn Serby. Serby goes right into the net. And that will do it. A heartbreaker for the Mustangs. 25-23 in set 3. And the Greyhounds survive. And the Mustangs remain winless in sets and in games in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Heartbreaker. 25-23 in set 3. And the Greyhounds are winners in this one. 3-0. West Prairie Junior Varsity Girls Volleyball got a thrower win against Shippensburg before this game, 2-1. Actually in 2 sets. West Prairie Junior Varsity team got the sweep in the first game today. But here is in the varsity game, it's the Greyhounds with the 3-set win. West Prairie now drops to 3-11. And they are now 0-11 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Next time up for West Prairie, they'll be on the road on Thursday at Waynesboro, the defending Mid-Penn Colonial Division champions on Thursday. Shippensburg now improves to 4-11, now 2-9 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The 2 wins in that division are against the Mustangs, as Shippensburg snaps a 6-game losing streak. And they'll look to keep it going tomorrow as the Greyhounds will be at Mechanicsburg for a 6 o'clock matchup before returning home on Thursday against Gettysburg. Only one more home game left for the West Prairie Mustangs. That will be next Wednesday for senior night to end the season, to end the year for West Prairie Girls Volleyball. As you can catch that game live next Wednesday right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Next Wednesday, senior night for West Prairie Girls Volleyball against James Buchanan. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel will be tomorrow night at 6:30 for the first of back-to-back senior nights for West Prairie Athletics, as tomorrow it will be senior night for West Prairie Girls Soccer, as they will be taking on the Shippensburg Greyhounds. So, West Prairie Girls Soccer against Shippensburg tomorrow night, right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel down at Mustang Stadium. Senior night will start at 6 o'clock tomorrow, with the game set to start at 6:30. That's going to do it for us here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, our high school principal, Chris Ron, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from Westbury High School. This has been a presentation of Westbury Girls Volleyball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds exclusively on the Westbury Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score on this one, Shippensburg wins in 3 sets to 0, 25-22, 25-14, and 25-23. Good night, everybody.